my resource of accessing information is limited because of the rules and regulations that are enforced on me at CMAX. And because of that, Your Honor, I cannot file an application as I wish. I cannot take any litigation of as I wish.
And reports across the world say Thabo Bester was running a multi-billion company inside a prison cell. What was the laptop authorized to do in a cell in a prison cell? What was the purpose for the authorization of a laptop inside a prison cell? What was the intention?
Honourable Member, I will answer and then I'll ask my colleague to give you further information. Inmates who study, who have a study formal, who are registered students, have the right, and I believe it's in terms of court cases that the DCS lost in 2015 and 2018, they have the right, if they are registered with a formal institution of learning, to have access to a laptop, and for that reason, inmate Bester had access to that laptop.
Okay.
With which institution was he registered?
He was registered with Damlin.
Was the laptop belong to him or to DCS or to G4S?
Honourable Member, the laptop belonged to him.
To him?
That's correct.
Do our correctional centers provide personal laptop to offenders who are studying within? Because you must understand that we talk from a point where we have crisscrossed the country going to correctional centers. Where we find there are laptops that are organized by DCS for their own students. Why was Thabo Bester with his personal laptop? How did it enter the prison facility?
Confirm that not only Bester was allowed to have...
No, let's talk about Bester. Let's leave other inmates. Let's talk about Bester. Why was he allowed to have his personal laptop when you ran a risk of giving him a tool he used to commit the crimes? Why?
I remember the reasons are he qualified.
What are the qualifications?
Based on the criteria that we have set to say before we can allocate a laptop to an inmate, there needs to be evidence that he has registered with an institution and the qualification in which he is studying. We are able to take note of that in our prison. Therefore, those are the reasons that prompted us to allow Bester to be in possession of the laptop.
Chair, thank you.
You require access to a laptop and a modem for purposes other than what hard copy material cannot be.
Your Honor, I have lodged the application on the 13th, which was commissioned on the 13th of August. Because of struggling to get third parties to assist me to file the application online, it was very difficult for me to bring this application. As you would see that the respondent used the fact that the delays of dates of the sit-down because of the fact that there were missing applications and missing documentation in my submission. And because of that fact, Your Honor, is that I do not have access to court because I cannot file an application without anyone assisting me. I'm also in a position where I'm disprivileged because of the fact that I have 2 visits a month, which is 30 minutes a visit each month. And I'm also limited to legal resources because every legal counsel that has to see me must make a booking based on availability, then that would be granted. So meaning that if I have to submit or access any information, my resource of accessing information is limited because of the rules and regulations that are enforced on me at CMAX. And because of that, Your Honor, I cannot file an application as I wish. I cannot take any litigational facts as I wish at any point to access the court. The court is digital. And if the court is digital and I have to use a third party to file an application in this court, it makes it impossible for me in my current circumstances. I'm not asking for a free will access to internet. I will showcase the court that access can be limited and can be secured in an environment that I'm currently in. It is proven by other courts and other prisons that has enforced the same laws. And access to...
Now, it's important to note that Thabo Bester has all the money, honey, to drag this case however long he wishes. Sanmanan, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Now, Thabo Bester is in court today to request access to his laptop, claiming it is crucial for preparing his legal defense. Now, Thabo Besta's 2022 escape from Mangaung prison involved a laptop which the Department of Correctional Services cites as a security risk. Now, the department has opposed his laptop request, citing concerns over possible escape. Now, the proceedings, which are being streamed live, will determine whether the convicted murderer and fraudster can use a laptop to prepare his defense for upcoming legal battles. Now, Thabo Besta claims that without a laptop, he cannot adequately manage his defense strategy for the trial scheduled for February 2025. All right, now he's currently representing himself in part of the case and insists that the complexities of his defense, which allegedly involved an oath of secrecy linked to the State Security Agency and the Office of the Presidency, require extensive preparation that he cannot manage without access to a computer. Now, Thabo Besta's argument for needing a laptop is based on his desire to review legal documentations. Now, Thabo Besta's argument for needing a laptop is based on his desire to review legal documents and conduct research related to his trial. Now, according to Thabo Besta, he has been denied access to materials that are crucial for his defense, which violates his right to a fair trial. He has also emphasized that his case is more intricate due to the involvement of state intelligence, stating, and I quote, "I'm not only fighting for my right to a fair trial, but the basic human dignity that every detainee is entitled to." Now, Thabo Besta believes that his ability to prepare thoroughly is hindered without the tools necessary to examine evidence and prepare legal arguments, potentially jeopardizing his trial in 2025. Now, the Department of Correctional Services, however, remains firmly opposed to Thabo Besta's request, arguing that giving him access to a laptop could endanger the security of the prison and the public. Now, the department cited Thabo Besta's escape in 2022 from Mangaung prison, during which he faked his death, as a clear example of how access to technology can be abused. Thabo Besta used a laptop to create an alternative identity under the name Thomas Motsepe. While in custody, he also orchestrated an elaborate scheme that allowed him to con millions from victims. Now, the Department of Correctional Services spokesperson Singabako Ngumalo made it clear that providing Thabo Besta with a laptop presents a substantial risk. Now, the department's refusal is rooted in concerns that Thabo Besta could use technology to orchestrate another escape or engage in further criminal activities, as he has done in the past. Now, there you have it, Mzansi. Do let me know, guys, what you think in the comment section down below.